Like sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on. That's when you're the prettiest. I hope that you don't take it wrong. So here's another boring video, because you guys have been asking me all day for one. I guess I'll do a serious one, since nobody really gave me awesome questions. I did get one though. And it is, would you change the fact that you are gay? No. It wouldn't. Definitely not. You know, it's part of who I am. It's something that I'll never be able to change. I don't know, you know, of course, like a few years ago, I probably would have. It's just, it's this weird thing, you know, that just, it happens to you, and when you finally get to the point where you're like, wow, this is what it is. It sucks. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a fucking bitch, to be exact. You know, and you're like, how do I tell my parents? You know, and all this other stuff. But you know, I've had some awesome people in my life that I would never ever have in my life if I wasn't gay. You know, and I feel like I'm the person I am because of it. You know, I feel like I have a lot more values because of it. And, you know, a lot of things happened in my life that were hard. And, you know, this is just one of them. And it really does make you the person you are. And a lot of people are afraid. And, you know, it's okay to be afraid. You know, everyone's afraid. I was afraid. I'm still afraid. You know, it sucks when someone judges you just by who you are, you know. Like, one little thing about you. Like, get out, you know. You know, I went to an Augustana concert last night, where my tea. It was the sickest thing ever. And, I was sitting there, you know, on my seat with one of my friends, one of my good friends from back in the day, you know, and we were talking about everything, and we were looking down the crowd, because, like, there's seats up here, and then there's all standing down on the ground, you know, and we were looking down, whatever, enjoying the music, enjoying Augustana. And we saw like a couple of like lesbian couples down in the crowd, and they were just holding each other and listening to the music, and it was just so beautiful, you know. It made me smile, you know, and it made me so grateful to be there with who I was there with, and you know, we decided to go down and hang out and say hi to a couple of them and just have an overall good time, and you know, things like that, you know, that just bring you closer to other people. You know, it's why it's all worth it. You know, it's why it's worth not being scared of who you are. You know, you know, and plus boys are gross. No offense, guys. I love you all, but you're just not my cup of tea. You know, girls are soft and smell better. You know, and they just get you. You know, girls, they know. They just know. You know. You know, I have a lot of friends who are also gay. You know, and everyone has their story, you know, everyone has their moment, everyone has their struggle, everyone realizes a little bit sooner, everyone's parents are a little bit harder or a little bit easier to tell. You know, for me, I haven't yet taken that step. Because, you know, it's like, once you say it, you know, it's like, I can't take that back, you know, I can't, that's just it, you know, and I'm sure the person I am, but, you know, my biggest thing is I don't want it to affect anyone else in a negative way, me being who I am, and, you know, if that means not being forward a little bit and holding back, I think that's the better way to go. You know, I went to college, and I said it first off and foremost, and right away. And it was the best thing I ever did for myself, you know, because there were so many people around me who loved me for who I was, and I got to realize that. But, you know, some people, no matter what, are just not going to like you. It's just who they are. You know, we're in 2012, but there's still those people. everywhere. You know, I live up north, and it's a lot easier to be who you are, you know, here. But even people like my parents, you know, they're not as easy as other people. So, I mean, take your time, but you know, it's not something to hate about yourself. It really isn't. It's one thing of many. And you're gonna grow up, and you're gonna get older, and you're gonna fall in love, and you're gonna realize that it is the best thing that could have ever happened to you. I think it is. I personally think it's the best thing about me. You know, and I used to not think that way. I used to hate it every day of my life, and you know, it was hard for me because I really was against it before I realized, and then I realized, and I was like, I am such a hypocrite. I am such a hater. But you know, you get past that, and you'll be alright. Alrighty. Well, later, guys. Have a good night. And request more videos, ask me more questions, you know, check out my blog. And yeah, stay cool.